Hey, everybody. Hey, it's midday moment time. Hey, everybody. Hi, replay people. I heart you, all the replay people, as we give a moment for live people to join us. I heart each and every one of you. Welcome to the midday moment. If it's your first time joining us, I'm your host, Dr. D. The midday moment is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things. I take a break in the middle of the day. Normally my desk is, I'm a pretty organized person. At least I think so. And normally my desk is pretty organized. But honey, today is something special. And I'm taking a break in the middle of all that stuff right there on my desk. I'm taking a break to do the midday moment. Because the midday moment is the place where we remind ourselves to expect great things, not because we ignore the questions of our day, not because we ignore the challenges of our day. We expect great things because we recognize that we're fully human and fully divine. And in our fully human selves, we got stuffs. And in our fully divine selves, we got answers to the stuffs, y'all. Yay! So the midday moment is designed to help you tap into your divine, because when you tap into your divine, you tap into your river of answers, your river of hope, your river of resolve, your river of peace, joy, strength, comfort, all of that good stuff. All right, so we're gonna encourage ourselves musically. It's time for the midday moment. Come on, it's time for the midday moment. It's time for the midday moment. Oh, it's time. I'm expecting. Hi there, for little Lucas. I'm expecting great things. Come on, believe it. I'm expecting great things. Come on, receive it. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting great things. And where in my life I'm expecting great things. In my home, yeah, I'm expecting great things. And all around me, I'm expecting great things, yeah. Eyes may not see, but I choose to believe. You may not see, but I choose to be. What I think is what really matters. As Lisa Nichols says, what you say about me is none of my business. What really matters is what I say about me. And what I say about me, I might not see with my natural eyes, but yet and still, I believe in great things because we walk by faith and not by sight. All right, everybody, say thank you, theme song. Thank you, theme song. And theme song says, you're welcome. All right. There we go. That's for Dre Metler. Dre Metler says he always likes hearing me say, "You welcome." Thank you, theme song. You welcome. Okay, so one of my favorite voice animations is to do Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. Okay, that's a little funny. That's out there. Anyway, let's come on back in. So, welcome to the midday moment. We have been spending time. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Look at y'all. Look at y'all showing up to spend time with me on my little break. Oh my gosh, you make me feel so special. All right. Thank you for sharing with me today. Okay, y'all, it's good to see y'all. Hey, Brenda. Yay. Elaine. Hearts to each of you. Okay, so we've been working together in life-changing prayers. That's my Baltimore crew. Let me tell you, my Baltimore chapter, they make me feel like I live in Baltimore because they are with me. I appreciate you all so much. I really do. I bless you. I send blessings to you. Life Changing Prayers. It is the bestseller of the bestsellers. And so make sure you get your copy from Amazon. Okay, it's not too late. All right. It's never too late. It's never too late. That was yesterday's daily download, I believe. It is not too late. Okay. we are not by ourselves in the presentation that we share with you, called the Midday Moment. We are part of a larger network, and our practice is called Kingdom. Our movement is called Kingdom, and so we share parts of this with you. Kingdom is a way of being, thinking, seeing, and speaking, and so we share this with you. I do the Midday Moment because there's a certain way that I live my life so that I overcome on purpose. Okay, I use these Kingdom principles and practice to overcome, not drown in depression, suppression, oppression, my oppression, your oppression, but to overcome the oppression. Okay, and so I share these with you. I didn't say I never get oppression. I didn't say I never experience something. I just choose not to live in it, walk through the valley of the shadow of death. So I choose not to live in it. All right. And so there's a certain way that I live my life so that I overcome on purpose, and a certain way that I live my life so that I live on purpose. I plan to have more peace in my body, more peace in my relationships, more harmony, and more peace in my money, more honey in the money. Okay. And so I share my practice with you. And there's a certain way that I live my life so that I can live out my purpose. I overcome on purpose, live on purpose, and live out my purpose, because I believe that each of us come into this earthly experience with gifts, talents, and sensitivities that really help to define our purpose. Why am I here? Why was I born? Why do I matter? You do matter. You matter. Okay? You matter. All right. Okay. Y'all remember the movie? You was kind, you was beautiful, and you was important. Okay? That's for all of us. All right? Whoever wrote that famous line, bless you, honey, because you said something there. Okay, so we have been working together in this book. Prayer doesn't change things. Prayer changes you so you can change the thing. All right, so we've been working with that. All right, so we've been working on the kingdom prayer, not to change a thing, but to change you, to change your consciousness, your mindset, how you see yourself being. How do you see yourself being? Because kingdom is a way of being. So how do you see yourself being? I see myself being. I am an offspring of God. That's my being, my divine nature that we were talking about. I am an offspring of God. I am made in the likeness and in the image of God. That is my being. I'm a spiritual being. Spirit, perfect, whole, and complete. Soul, Soul. Oh, honey, we got stuffs up in the soul that we're working through. Okay. The serve. I used to call the body the car. And maybe I can stick with that. If the body is the car, then maybe the soul is the engine. Maybe the soul is the engine. And what's driving it is I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna work with that. Okay, I'm gonna work with it. All right. So body, the car perhaps is the body, the soul is the engine, and you got to get your oil change and so forth. And maybe the car is spirit, as your soul allows this as your soul allows spirit to guide, as your soul allows spirit to guide, then we can drive and get to where we need to get to. Soul allows the spirit to drive. So we're going to say, we can work with the metaphor. We're going to say, spirit is the driver. My spirit, letting my higher conscious, letting my Christ mind drive. Okay. Soul is the engine where you got to do all the work. And the car, that is the vehicle, the external, carriage, so to speak, of this entire experience. All right. That's fresh. We can work with it. Okay. And so, how did I get into that? So as we're reading to this, as we're reading this book, we understand that we're reading the kingdom prayer. We're reading and implementing these different models of prayer, not to move the thing, not to change the thing, but to change us, to lift us up so that we can move this, so that we can be the person, we can be the mover of things. All right. So we're in part three. We're in part three of the kingdom prayer. All right. So part three, um, your kingdom come and your will be done. The kingdom of God is manifested when God's will in heaven is being done on earth. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, this morning, I love the way Dr. Pulley focused on That when you know what heaven is, when you know what that is, then you know what the experience is to be on earth. So your kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And so some of us have relegated heaven to streets paved with gold. And I guess we're going to get, as Dr. Pulley say, some gold slippers to match the gold streets. If we just go flip flop around heaven. Y'all remember the song Walk Around Heaven? Walk around heaven. Dum, dum, dum. Walk around heaven. Some of us probably think we're going to flip around heaven. Just going to be flipping around heaven in our gold slippers on gold streets. Okay? I dream of Genie. So, heaven is not relegated to gold streets and gold slippers, people. Heaven actually is that other stuff that you talk about. When you at grandma's funeral and you say no more suffering, your grandma ain't got no more suffering, no more suffering, no more pain. An issue is most of us, many of us, I'll say, many people have been conditioned to think that you have to physically wait to get to some physical place called heaven so that there is no more suffering, or that there is no suffering, that there is, no question, no or that is the only time you can experience peace. That's a clearer and perhaps a better, more accurate way of saying it. That heaven is the only thing that you can pursue. A physical heaven is the only thing that you can pursue to have no peace, or to have some peace. That heaven, a physical heaven, is the only thing you can pursue to have some peace. That's what some people think. So you remember the movie Color Purple? And remember, Miss Seeley was in an arranged and abusive marriage. We thought that only happened like outside the United States, but it actually happened here in the country too. And to some in some instances, it's still happening. And so Miss Cedar was in this arranged and abusive marriage. And Miss Sophia was challenging her one day. Remember that? Miss Sophia was like, basically, why are you taking all of this? You ain't got to take this. And Miss Seeley said, you know, um, this life be over soon. Heaven lasts always. And that's how many of us kind of picture heaven. It's a physical escape. One day I will escape and I will have peace. And until then, I don't expect any peace. How we were saying, I expect great things. There's some people, they don't expect great things. They don't expect great things. They don't expect peace. They don't expect happiness. They don't expect health. And they don't expect any measure of wealth, because everything happens later in a physical place called heaven. And so Miss Sophia said, girl, you ought to bash Mister's head open and think about heaven later. Now, I am not saying the answer is in bashing people's heads, because Miss Sophia did bash somebody and she ended up going to jail. What I am saying is that heaven, you don't have to relegate heaven to a physical place. And that physical place, after you leave this car, is the only time that you can have peace. That it is the only time that you can have health in your body. That it is the only time where you can have increase, abundance, overflow, and more than enough. If that's heaven, that's good. Now bring that heaven to earth. Come on, bring it. Walk around earth with some peace. Walk around earth with some health. Walk around earth with some wealth. You can walk around earth. Thy kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. I guess when somebody go to Mars, maybe you say on Mars, because we working on getting there. We made it to the moon, so hey, in the Old Testament they about made it to the heavens, to the skies. So it's possible. All things are possible. Now, what you do with that possible, that's probably something different. But all things are. So we encourage you today. Gotta go. We encourage you today Do not relegate heaven to gold streets and gold slippers. Do not relegate heaven. We're encouraging you today. Do not relegate heaven to a physical place after you leave this car, and that is the only place where you can experience some peace. We're encouraging you. Don't wait to walk around heaven. Walk around earth. Walk. Get up. Take your bed up. Take your bed up. Take your bed up and walk. You really want to be whole? Take your bed up and walk. You can do it. You can do it. We gonna do it. Come on, we can do it. As we heard on Sunday, one could put 1,000, two could put 10,000. We can do it. We can multiply. We can come together and we can do some things. We can come together and be the light of health, the light of goodness. My dad. You talk about somebody. My dad would make up he done made up several songs on the light of good. One of his famous talks, the light of good. We can come together and be the light of good. We come together. You by yourself, you're light, and we come together and we can multiply that light. As I like to joke and say, but seriously, you looking for world peace? We's it. We're the world peace from generation to generation. I know it doesn't seem like it's getting better, but you gotta look with your spiritual eyes, not your natural eyes, okay? Because if somebody walked up to me and say, "Hey, do you prefer to live in 1623 or 2023?" You best believe I'm gonna pick 2023 because it got better. It's more light. The vibration has lifted. I'm picking 2023 over 1623. Apparently, I picked 2023 over 1623 because wherever I was in 1623, gone, said, done, bye. I'm in 2023, living my best life and encouraging you to live your best life. Okay. All right. That's my break time. I got to go. I'm on break. I showed y'all in the beginning this. I don't even know if y'all can see it. This I normally have a nice have a nice little flow over here, so I got to decipher some order over here. It's been real busy and real full, but I bless God and I thank God for the strength, the peace, the comfort, the wisdom. I got a sign up there that says "Keep calm and carry on." That's from my predecessor, Dr. Kevin O'Farrell, who occupied this office before me. That's a gift he left for me, and I appreciate the gift because this week, that up there. It really spoke to me. It's moving around. I don't know if y'all can see it. He left me that beautiful. Let's see. Can we see it? Great. I think it's still connected. Okay, great. Okay, it's time for me to go for real. That's my sign. I love you. I bless you. God bless you. And God be you. Take care, everybody. Bye.